Hi, YouTube. Get my YouTube together first. Now, I'm going to get my IG and my Facebook going. Here we go. Happy Monday. Happy Motivational Monday. Happy Magnificent, Marvelous, Magical, Money Making Motivational Monday to all of you. Happy New Year. I know this is the first time I've been on my live since the New Year. So I know I'm looking kind of tired, but it's the first day back at work. I got to get something to put on these walls. They're too bare. Look like a prison cell behind me. But if I pan around my room, I do have some color on the walls. But I'm just happy to be here as always with you all. So greetings, greetings, greetings. Uh, I just wanted to do a quick little motivational Monday, a real motivational Monday, because I usually come on here and I teach about motivating about finances, but let's talk about mindset today. So I wanted to touch on it. I've been doing my motivational Mondays for almost 3 years now. So I have countless of episodes. I do have a podcast. I haven't recorded in a while, but I need to refurbish some of my lives that I've done because I still have them and put them on my podcast. I did some good ones. I should say so myself. So um, I hope everybody has had a great new year. Putting this on Do Not Disturb because I get all these notifications while I'm on my live. Hey, Allegra. So I'm talking about goals. Like I know, a lot of people have sat down, they have written their goals down, they have done vision boards or are about to do vision boards, or you have it in your head as to what you want to do for this 2024. It's the Mamba year, y'all. It's the Kobe year. Rest in peace, Kobe. I know his anniversary is coming up here soon, this month. So sad, but that mentality that he has is something that we can definitely take with us, because it was all about discipline first and foremost, dedication, resilience, and perseverance. So I know we are in the second week of the year, and how are you doing? So drop a one in the comments if you're watching this live, drop a two if you're new, and drop a three if you're watching the replay. And I really appreciate it. So how is everybody doing? Let me know in the comments. How is everybody doing so far this year? Because I know some a lot of us 2023 was a hard year. I know it was a hard year for me. And I'm regrouping, reframing, redoing a lot of things, revamping, restarting, in a lot of different areas. So what is something that you want for your 2024? That's what I want you to put in the comment. What's something that you want? It could be something um, mental, physical, emotional, whatever it is. Thank you, Allegra. I appreciate that. I am fantastic. This is the first day back at work, and the children are on 100. Do you hear me? I had to call parents already. Like, who does have to call parents on the first day of school? But listen, Friday we got a virtual day, and then we're off Monday. To put that on Do Not Disturb. Sorry, y'all. Um, do not disturb. Sorry, Instagram. I think I'm back. But yeah, so I had to make sure that I had to, get it together with them today. So look, parents, if you get a call today, they on 10. I'm just letting you know. But anyway, I sat down yesterday, me and my daughter, we sit down and discuss our goals. Now she did hers before mine. Okay. She had hers already done before the new year. So yesterday we sat down and we talked about our goals. She has her own personal goals she wants to. And now my daughter's 12. Okay. Let me put that in perspective. She's 12. My daughter, her name is Zizi, as we affectionately like to call her. And she has her own goals written down and she got it in her iPad. And I had mine written down on paper. And we had a discussion. And we break it down as mental goals, mindset. We have physical goals, we have financial goals, and we have family goals. So we have 4 categories. So mental, like what are we going to do for our mental health and mindset? What are we going to do for our physical? Because everybody know that I am a gym rat. I do the gym. And, we do financial. and then we do family. So one of the things that I feel will be the greatest ROI, because that's what we're talking about. Because we might have a lot of goals, but you have to prioritize your goals, right? You have to prioritize the ones that's going to give you the most ROI, return on your investment, regardless of its money, regardless of its time, whatever it is. What are the ones that's going to give you the return on investment? That's what you should focus on first, right? And a lot of people don't really realize how time, and I should say knowledge as well, is so essential. Time and knowledge is a currency. And a lot of people miss that because we're all in this rat race going in and out doing the things as adults. We're adulting all the time. So sometimes we don't realize how valuable our time is. And sometimes we miss the time that we're supposed to spend with others as well. So that's why I have the family goals, because even though I have my own individual goals, what are some goals for the family? Like, how are we going to move forward together? So one of the things that I said for myself, for my mindset, and she did the same. She said she was going to read more. So I know getting up my knowledge base, because I had a conversation with the Monopoly brothers. They are real estate investors here in Detroit. And I'm going to invest in my education. I'm going to invest in my education on my real estate license here, and I'm going to invest in my education with getting some mentorship, because I want to be the best real estate investor that I can be. So, in order for me to do that, I have to increase my knowledge base. And increasing my knowledge base is investing in my education. One, by reading more about my craft, and two, networking with people that are doing well. I mean, they're doing absolutely well. Not just them, but it's Sold by Sade. It's so many other. It's women that's doing it big here in investing, and they the Monopoly brothers, they're doing well in investing as well. So I'm going to make sure that's going to be the biggest return on my investment is my education. I'm going to invest in that. I'm going to invest in the mentorship, and I'm going to invest in reading more. And I know it's going to be the biggest return on my ROI, because it's going to move me forward faster than I could ever do it by myself, because you can't do real estate by yourself. And a lot of things in our business, that those of you that are business owners or are going to start a business, you can't do things by yourself. And I think, because I can speak for myself, I know for me, because I think I'm superwoman, okay? Because I've tackled a lot of things and accomplished a lot of things in my life by myself. But certain things, you need people, right? And in real estate, I know I need people. I need buyers, I need sellers, I need mentorship in order for me to move forward into my craft. So what is the biggest ROI for you mentally? How are you investing in yourself? Are you investing time? Are you going to invest money into your education? Like, what are you going to do to move yourself forward mentally? Are you going to invest in a therapist? I am. That was one of my things that I said I was going to do, is invest in talking to someone, not because I'm depressed or I'm unhappy or anything like that. I want to make sure that I'm the best Toria that I can be for me, and also for my daughter and the people that I love that's around me. So that's another thing. Like, what is it that you have to do mentally? I know a lot of times we think of physical goals or financial goals as first, but in order for you to reach those avenues, you have to invest in your mental. So, what are you doing to invest in your mental? Like, what is the biggest ROI that you can invest in your mental? That's something that you can break down and figure out for yourself. But like I said, for me, I know investing in my education and investing in talking with someone when I know I need guidance, because yes, I have wonderful friends, I have wonderful family, I have wonderful support system. But sometimes you need somebody outside of you that can see things differently to give you a different perspective. So that's some of the things that I'm going to do mentally. Now, physically, okay. Um, so what are some physical goals you guys have? Put it in the comments. Do you want to lose weight? Do you want your body to, you want to get muscular? Some people want to gain weight. Listen, those of you that want to gain weight, bravo to you. I want to lose what you're trying to gain. So let's switch. Those of you that want to gain weight, I want to lose some more weight. um, you know, focus on my core. But my biggest ROI in that, in my goals for my physical, is investing in eating better. Food is so expensive. And the more you want to eat better, the more money you're going to spend. Hi, Solange. Thank you. Um, so, what are some physical goals? What are some physical goals that's going to give you the biggest ROI, right? So I know first and foremost, 90% of what I'm trying to do goes with my eating and what I'm putting in my body. And it's so many things. And I'm one of those people that go down the rabbit hole and I read stuff, and then stuff be coming up. Like everything we eat is bad for us. The air we breathe, the water we drink, it's like everything, right? But you just have to do what you can control, right? So I know that I can control what I put in my mouth and what I put in my body. So one thing me and my daughter agreed upon, she said she's gonna eat less red meat. I don't eat red meat like that anyway, but she loved steak and hamburgers and stuff like that. But she told me yesterday that she doesn't even like red meat like that anymore. And I was surprised. And it's just I'm seeing the growth in my baby and the maturity of my baby that I never had at 12. Like she is on a whole nother spectrum, a whole nother realm. And she wants to lose weight. She's a heavier set young lady. She's beautiful, but she's a heavier set young lady. That's because of the poor eating habits that I established when she was younger, and the people that, around her. But we're gearing up to change that because we know 90% of our body goals come from what we put in our bodies. So we know she said she's going to work out 3 to 5 days a week. I work out 5 days a week. That's not going to change. So that's really not a goal for me. So I didn't put that down on there. So that's not going to give me the biggest ROI because that's something I already do. I'm already consistent with 5 days a week. Unless something happens, I might not be able to work out 5 days a week this week because I'm going to a networking event. And then I have something to do tomorrow, but I might have to put it in on Sunday. But you want to focus on the goals that's going to give you the biggest return on your investment, the time, the money, the emotional, whatever it is that you're going to invest in it, you have to focus on there because I know we got so many things we want to accomplish, especially when the new year comes. And technically, the new year doesn't really start until like March, April, until, but we celebrate it in January. So everybody has these lofty goals, and then you got these vision boards, you got all these things, but what are the action steps? So one of the ways that I'm going to invest in my physical is changing my eating habits, cooking more, meal prepping, because I know that's going to give me the biggest ROI on my physical body and the way I want it to look. Spending money eating out, just think about if you do a budget. Hopefully you do a budget because I do. If you spend a lot of money eating out, think about the money that you can save. But you know what? It all depends on your lifestyle. Let me say that. Because if you live by yourself, if you don't have any children and you eating out every day, I mean, you still can save money. But I mean, if you're not only buying stuff for yourself, but if you're not eating, hopefully you're not eating out every meal. But if you're eating out like once a day or something like that and you're single, and that's your lifestyle and it works for you, do what works for you. But when you have children, okay, you got to budget that thing out. These children eat. Okay, my daughter's 12. She's 5'7" and 3/4. She's almost 5'8". Okay, so she's gonna eat. So I have to make sure that I'm invested in that part of it, and then making sure that we have a plan that we're gonna want to go to a restaurant because that's one of our family goals is to go to a restaurant, spend some quality time together once a week. Even though we spend quality time with each other, um, doing working out because she goes to the gym with me, but one of those physical goals is for us to be able to plan and cook together. That's what gives us the biggest ROI on what we want to do as far as our physical body is concerned. Now we didn't put a measurement or a pound measurement on what we wanted to do, but everybody has measurements, right? uh Hi Rosalind, hi Catherine, hi Ray, thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody has, you got to have some type of goal and measurement and number in mind. The number is there. But, I didn't want to put my pressure on my baby to be like, well, you want to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, whatever it was. I just want her to understand that the biggest return on her investment and investing in her body is the results, regardless of the fact, because sometimes when you get on that scale, that can be depressing. I know when I was weighing myself every week and I'd gained 2 pounds, lost 2 pounds, then gain another 2 pounds, and it can be depressing. It can make you, but you always have a goal in mind. That's why I always do measurements instead of, pounds or whatever. because I lift weights too. So I had, like I said, I broke it down to mental goals, physical goals, now my financial goals. So I took a hit last year, excuse me, because, of some things, some bad habits. Okay. And I had to get myself back in order. So one of the things I want to do is making sure that I stay and stick to a set budget, because that's going to give me the biggest ROI on all the other things I want to invest in. Because listen, if you don't know, the stock market during an election year, that's if you're interested in the stock market. Okay. But I've been doing the research, and it has been found that in a election year, because we're in an election year, and I don't talk politics, but in an election year, the stock market usually does some phenomenal things and make a lot of money for some people. And with some of these mainstay stocks that are quote unquote, they rising though, that are kind of still kind of minimum in price. I should have bought Google and Amazon and all them when they were like $89. Now they're in the hundreds now, but it's still a good investment. I'm going to invest in doing more day trading because I know how to do it. I've been studying it. I've been, taking the classes. Shout out to my coach, Dino Love, for the stock class or whatever the case may be. But I really want to invest in doing that because I know from doing the research that it's about to be lit. It's about to be litty on there. And these people about to make a lot of money. So I want to join in with the rich. I follow the money. And that's one thing I said I'm going to do this year is focus on following the money. I watch Good Morning. I watch this is good afternoon for me. I watch CNBC. I'm always getting alerts on my phone about the stocks. I invest in REITs, which is real estate investment trust. So if you don't want to invest in physical real estate, you can invest in REITs. They're traded on the stock market. They're usually consistent. You know why? Because everybody got to pay the rent. I'm just saying. All these places, the movie theaters, the warehouses, the Amazons, the Googles, all of them, they have to pay their rent. They're not buying these buildings a lot of times. The bigger corporations probably, but a lot of these other ones, they're not buying their real estate. They're renting the space. Okay, because it's probably more profitable for them to rent it instead of owning it because of the maintenance and all of that type of stuff they got to keep up with. So you know, you have to understand you got to follow the money. So, how are you following the money this year? Because this is about to be a pivotal year as far as money making is concerned. Real estate is about to take a turn, okay? Because I'm a real estate professional. So, those of you that didn't buy a house in the 2020 or 2021, 2022 or last year, this is going to be a great year to buy houses. You know why? Because of the fact that the Fed have said that they're not going to raise rates anymore. So that means the prices are going to go down as far as the rates for real estate, as far as loans are concerned. The rates now they're not going to be 2%, 0%, 1%, all of that, but they're going to be less than the 8 and the 7 that we've been seeing. And it's always a good time to buy real estate. So I'm definitely tapping into that, especially being here in Detroit, because there's a lot of good things that's going on. Plus, the crime rate went down. So a lot of more people going to come here to invest. I'm just saying. Why not you? If you're in the Detroit area, or whatever. So I am focusing on following the money and getting more educated on my personal finances, making sure that my credit is together, making sure that my budget is together, making sure that I'm doing all the things that I need to do to make sure that I am in a financial status where I can continue to grow and not backtrack. Because if you follow me, I told my story before. I have a bad spending habit. I love clothes. I love shoes. And I'm a Gemini, so I love heels and gym shoes. And I'm a tomboy, so I love a good jogger suit and I love a good dress. Listen, I'm not escaping none of that. I have some bad habits just like everybody else. I know I might come over here and I might look for professional and all of that, but no, I have the same type of problems as everybody else. I just have to reel myself in and know what's the ROI. What is going to be my biggest return on my investment? If I have these financial goals, if I want to own real estate, if If I want to invest in the stock market, I'm not going to be able to go to the mall and buy that dress or those shoes right now. I'm going to have to make those invest in those assets so then I can take my assets and go back and buy the things that I want. So once again, me and my daughter, we sat down, we figured out what our goals were for this year, but we broke them down in categories: mental, physical, financial, and family. And if you're not sitting down with your family, that's the last thing I'm going to say. Oh, and if you're not getting your finances in order this year, what are we doing? It's the mama year. It's the year, the Kobe year. You have to be disciplined, dedicated, persevere, and push through this and understand and trust the process. And I can help you with that as well. But if you don't sit down with your family and have goals with your family, those of you that have, and if you don't have a family per se, as far as like kids or whatever, with you, you can still have a plan for that. So, what is your biggest return on investment for your family? One thing that we're going to invest in is taking mommy daughter trips. And my daughter she wants to travel. She wants to see the world. And I have to work on getting a passport. Getting your children a passport is essential. And I'm definitely that's one of the things that's on my list this year is to get my daughter a passport and making sure that she can travel in and out of the country if need be. Because you never know. You never know what could happen. So I'm going to invest in that. But we're going to take some trips this year. We're going to do two. Okay, we're going to start off with two. We're going to do New York and then we're going to do LA because that's where she wanted to go. And we're planning those right now. And she doesn't know, but I'm going to start putting the investments, putting it to the side to attend, so we can go and have a good time because she wants to go to Fashion Institute of Technology in New York for college. My baby already know what she want to do. I wonder where she gets that from. Hmm. She already knows what she wants to do, where she wants to go, and how she wants her life to look. At 12 years old, listen, I applaud it. And like I said, she came to the table when we had our conversation. Are you having family meetings with your children? That's the goal and the biggest return on your investment right there is having talks with your children because they're smarter than what you think, especially these children these days. They've got so much access to information. It's ridiculous. They know a lot more things that we could ever even imagine. They know a lot more things than we ever could even know. So understand that having those family sit downs, and I have a conversation with my daughter every single day. So that's one of the family goals. And then we're going to make sure that we're spending quality time together. We're going to make sure that we go somewhere once a week. I think she's going to be my Valentine's Day date this year. We're going to make some family goals this year. I haven't told her yet. But we're going to spend quality time. We said we're going to read together every single day. Well, every other day. She said she likes to read by herself. My daughter likes to be alone. She like her alone time. So we said we're going to read together um, every other day. So what is the return on the investment for your children and you, or for you and your spouse? If you have a spouse, what is the biggest ROI that you all can do together to increase the love and the connection and the commitment between you all? We all should sit down with our family. And if you do have a spouse, you should have goals for your relationship. Don't forget your relationship with the people that you love. Spending more time together, quality time, praying together. That's one of the things I put on the list for me and my daughter. Praying together, you know, uh, having those sit downs and conversations. Because a lot of times when we get in the house, and the world has beat us up. And sometimes we go in and we beat up on the people that love us the most. So what is your biggest return on your investment on your goals? How are you categorizing these things? How are you prioritizing these things and knowing what you're going to do first, second, third, fourth, whatever it is? Because you have to prioritize. I know we got so many things we want to accomplish. Break them down in categories. I know I did. I did mental, physical, financial, family, and I did relationship. Because I have to make sure that I'm cultivating relationships with people, meeting new people, going to networking events, um, connecting with, just having connections with people. I want to make some new friends. I don't care about that whole no new friends thing. I have a friend that I've been friends with since we were 15, and we still gonna be friends. We're still gonna be. That's my sister from another mister. Both of our mothers are similar and dark skinned, so that's why that's just a little inside joke that we have together. But I love on her, she loves on me, but I'm I want to go out here and serve other people, and I want to bring other people in that fits. That's the thing, that fits in the realm of where I'm going. Because if you don't fit in that realm, you can't. I can't associate with you. But I have no um, revelation on, or I should say, I don't have anything, no resistance on meeting new people and bringing them in that fits what I'm trying to do, because I cannot do this by myself. I can admit that. I don't want to do life by myself. I don't want to do life by myself. I don't want to do life without love. I don't want to do life without my body being the way that I want it to look. I don't want to do life without me traveling. I don't want to do life with my finances in the balance hanging on by a string. No, because that's not how it's supposed to work. And I'm going to invest in my knowledge. I don't want to continue to not invest in mentors and knowledge and the things that I need to do to grow, because it's growth season, man. It's time to move up. No ceilings, just floors. So I just wanted to come in and just check in on some mindset stuff today. I'm gonna come in and teach tomorrow. It's Real Estate Tuesday. Get your financial IQ up for your real estate needs this year, because if you're looking to buy a house in the spring, this is the best time to get your finances in order. And we'll talk about how you can do that. I have a plan, I have the strategy, and I'm bringing out my publication so that you can have a guide, because it's time for us to know that these banks and all these other people work for us and not that us work for them. And you have to have the knowledge. So I'm gonna bring it to you and bring you a little snippet tomorrow, and then I'm gonna bring you the publication that's coming soon. So I'm gonna say February at the latest. Might be this month, but I'm gonna get it done because I've been procrastinating way too long. It's one thing I said I'm doing away with: procrastination. I have to put my pedal to the metal. I've been distracted by so many other things, um, that I put some things on the wayside. So I'm gonna bring those back in. But yeah, I bid you adieu, and I will see you tomorrow for Financial Real Estate Tuesday. Get you, let's what goal is going to bring you the biggest return on your investment? Because I know we have so many, but prioritize those things. Think about it. Those of you that have done vision boards, about to do your vision board, or writing your goals down, which ones are going you're going to prioritize first, and put out that action plan. What are the steps? Because it's good to just throw some on a board, but what are the steps you're going to do to get there? The steps are important, because you got to move. You got to keep moving up, got to keep moving forward. And anything that's holding you back, person, place, or thing, you got to let it go. It might hurt, but I promise you, you will feel much lighter, and you'll be able to take off like you need to. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a blessed day. And yeah, Happy New Year once again. Happy Monday. And I love you. And share this if you felt this was some great information. And go back and watch the replay if you missed it. Have a good day. Bye. Bye, YouTube.